Okay, so in this first video, we will cover an introduction to artificial intelligence. What exactly is the definition of artificial intelligence? What is machine learning? What is deep learning? What is data science? What are the differences between them? We often hear all these terms, but we don't clearly know what the differences between them are. So let's look at that in this particular video. For example, let's think of artificial intelligence as a big umbrella. If all of this is AI, machine learning is just a small part of this. So you might ask, what about the rest? We'll talk about that too. So machine learning is just one part. And within machine learning, deep learning is an even smaller part. This is called DL. DL has smaller parts. Computer vision and natural language processing come under this, as you can see. The LLMs that we have developed fall under natural language processing. LLMs can include things like ChatGPT. Similarly, when it comes to image generation, video generation, and so on, all of these can technically be considered as part of deep learning. So, how should we understand this? For example, let's think of AI as the brain. Okay, what is machine learning? It refers to the learning part of the brain. Our brain has many different parts. Some are related to creativity, some to motor control, meaning the parts that help move our body. Just like our body has different parts for different functions, the brain also has various segregated areas inside it. Only one part is the cognitive part, which is related to learning. So if you think of the entire brain, only a specific part is responsible for learning capacity. Now, what is deep learning? Deep learning refers to learning complex patterns, that is, the ability to learn complex things. Just like in our brain, the part responsible for learning also has a section for complex things. In the same way, in AI, there is something called deep learning. Let me give you an example. We'll talk about this in more detail further on. So, eventually, these concepts will become clear to you. So, within this, there are different examples like computer vision, natural language processing, predictive analytics, and so on. So, when it comes to data science, what is data science? Data science is all about the information and data required for all these operations and requirements. For example, as humans, if we want to learn something, say we want to learn a language, we need some input, right? Suppose I want to learn Hindi from Telugu. For that, I need definitions, maybe individual concepts related to it. It could be anything. We take a book for that. That book is what we call data science. So, what is data science? Here is the definition. Whatever we want to teach, whatever we want to teach the machine, the information related to that, filtering that information, removing the null values in the information, cleaning up the information a bit, that is data science. So, if you ask how to represent it, we can represent data science like this. Data science is not used only for machine learning or AI, but also in different fields. For example, there is business analytics. In business analytics, too, we use data science. So there are different applications. Among those, one of the applications is how you can look at machine data analytics. So overall, this can be called an introduction to artificial intelligence. Now, what are we doing here? Our entire focus is basically here we are focusing entirely on machine learning. So, in the rest of AI, what other parts are there? For example, here we could also have robotics. Okay, robotics is also a part of AI. Just like how the human body is controlled, as I mentioned earlier, the brain controls our arms, legs, and all these things. In the same way, what is robotics basically? Just as we use the brain to control motion, how we operate robots also comes under AI. There are also different technologies like IoT and AI. If possible, let's move forward and learn all of those in detail. But for now, our course will focus on machine learning. How do we train it? How does it learn? And where does the information it needs come from? We will cover all these topics in further videos. Let's learn them. Okay, let's continue in the other videos.